do something not so smart. Yes, it happens. I know it's hard to believe. I have a habit of saying to myself or out loud, ugh, what an idiot. Then I realize what I just did. I'm not an idiot. I had a human moment that everyone has. I made a mistake. We all do some things we aren't proud of from time to time. And you may think that an offhand comment calling yourself an idiot is no big deal, but I'm here to tell you it is. I order you to stop immediately. I don't ever order you to do anything, but I'm ordering you to do this. Stop it immediately. Those words get ingrained in our subconscious, and we start to believe it. We start to operate from a position that our brain thinks we are an idiot. It seems like a small thing, but I'm telling you, it can have huge consequences. So do me a favor and don't call yourself bad names. And I mean like ever. So let's dissect the negative self-talk we do with ourselves. What purpose does it serve? Does it help you at all in your journey in life? If you're trying to eat healthy and you give in to a brownie, is berating yourself going to help? We may even be tempted to say, yes, it will help me stay on track in the future. But will it? Calling yourself weak, a loser, someone who can't follow through, or even worse names, will not help you stay on track in the future. In fact, I believe it will make you feel even worse and cause you to do even more harm. If you already turn to food when you're feeling bad, then how is making yourself feel bad going to help with that problem? We all have bad days. We all fall off the wagon from time to time. Be kind to yourself. Tell yourself that you had a moment, but you're getting back on that health horse, and prove you can do it. Hold yourself accountable, but not by berating yourself. It won't help. Trust me, I've done it my whole life. It has never helped me lose weight. Never, ever. It's not just about how we talk about ourselves. It's about the words we use in general. I just heard a story from Tony Robbins. You know Tony Robbins. I don't have to explain who that is. About the words we use in our everyday language. He was talking about early in his career when he had two business partners and they were in the middle of a negotiation with a company. When the company took some information they gave them, then used it to negotiate higher costs. All three of them were mad. Tony said he was pretty pissed. He said his one partner was freaking out, saying how irate he was over and over. He's like, I'm just irate over this whole thing. And he said the other partner seemed calm and collected about the whole thing. Tony said, I asked him, aren't you mad? The partner said, oh, yeah, I'm peeved. Tony said, peeved? Peeved? That's it? You're only peeved? The partner told him that if he freaks out, the other company wins. He had learned to use the words he uses every day to keep his emotions in check. He went on that when he uses words like irate, he feels irate and acts that way. But if he's only peeved, it's not that big of a deal. You deal with the situation and move on. Either reaction will likely get you the same result, but one with a lot less stress involved. Be careful of the words you use. You are fueling yourself in either good ways or bad ways. When it comes to others and how they speak to us, we only have so much control. But if you have someone in your life who consistently makes you feel bad about yourself, you should remove them from your life. I don't care who it is. Never tolerate people who call you names or make you feel bad about the way you live your life, especially in a passive-aggressive way. It's so common. Those are the ones you really have to watch out for because they do it in such a subtle way that a lot of times you don't even realize it at first. You go home after the conversation and you're having dinner and all of a sudden, bam, it hits you. You're like, oh my gosh, they were actually insulting me, weren't they? Don't tolerate it. Not from anybody. Also, don't give too much stock into what the peanut gallery says. You know, those people who are acquaintances, people who you only see from time to time, or coworkers that you are forced to deal with who you would never be friends with. Who cares what they think about us? Really? Not only that, but they may say something hurtful to you, but then they move on with their lives and never think about that comment again. Yet you still torture yourself over and over, wondering, are they right? Should I be doing things differently? Am I not the person I thought I was? All because someone you barely know or probably don't even like made an offhand comment about you and your life when they know nothing about it. I had a conversation with my stepdad not that long ago who was really upset with a guy that said he talked too much. It's like, just made a comment one day. You really talk a lot, don't you? In fact, you probably talk a little too much. This was a guy he barely knew, hasn't seen since said comment was said, but he really got stuck on this and thought everyone would think this about him based on this one comment. I asked him, how long ago did this actually happen? He told me about 5 years ago. I went, 5 years ago? 5 years ago? You're still thinking about a comment a person who doesn't even know you at all made 5 years ago? I asked him this. How often do you think that guy has thought about that comment he made to you? How often do you think that guy has even thought about you? He probably never thought about him or the comment again. My poor stepdad has been torturing himself for 5 years over a comment a non-entity in his life made about him. Think about how crazy that sounds when you put it that way. Just stop giving these people a voice in your life. It's that simple. It's that simple. It is Taco Tuesday. I want me a taco right now. Yum. Grab yourself a healthy taco, though. Tell yourself, use your words, fuel. It's fuel for my body. Savor it. Tell yourself how good it is for you. Use your words to progress you forward. And if you get a fattening taco instead today, it's okay. You will stop right there and get back on track. Give some thought to how you speak to yourself and the words that you use to fuel your emotions. What can you eliminate or change to make yourself better instead of worse? Give it some thought. And now, go make today your best day yet.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Ellen, I'm slightly peeved that you have not gotten back to Tucker and I to have us on your show. So, you don't want that. You don't want me to be slightly peeved. Ellen, have us on your show.